your face off. We're gonna talk your face off. We're gonna talk your face off. Talk your face off. To talk your face off. Talk your face off. Talk your face off. Talk your face off.
Hey, what is going on, you guys? Coming at you live. Started a minute late, but I think we'd actually pushed it. I think I just saw as I was hitting go, he pushed it to 10:15. But I saw some of you here in the chat, so I thought I'd just get it rolling. Pablo is in a critical call at the moment with somebody important. So he'll jump in a few. But we thought we'd get rolling here and just see what's going on in the chat, see what's going on with you guys. What you're looking forward to this spring, man. We've had some good weather here, and I've got the bashing itch back. So I'm hoping that this spring summer is going to really just be full of RC bashing, and already got plans to bring in some more dirt into the side yard and do it up again, do it up bigger than it even was before. So we'll see how that goes, but that's plans I have, and I'm kicking around right now. But super one-handed, what's going on? Oh, I just lost my screen. Whoa, that was weird. Everything went black. I don't know if I lost you guys for a minute or what, but the whole screen went black. Let's mess around with some faders here, and it just everything went. Super one-handed says just got shipped email for your steering link. Yes, I dropped it in the mail today, so it's heading your way to Cali. I think it's like 4 days or something. You're a long way out there, man. So it's on its way, Denny. And yeah, what's up, Dave Walter? How's it going, Dave? Video quality is that of a potato. Man, I've been having sucky internet out here. Oh, and my family's over there streaming video. Yeah, it's warm up here. I had my heaters running. 79 in your house, you're saying. Hopefully, we'll see if it'll clear up or not. The stupidness of being in a separate building and not having it hardwired. So this house is not wired great in general, and so we just haven't run any hard wiring. I need to. But I'm sure Walter RC Park things are... I saw some planes were out flying and some different stuff, and with this warmer weather, I'm sure the activities are just going to start cranking up there. Let's see if my potato feed is going to get any better here. I'm seeing that it's still just showing 1 bar, and that ain't good. Oh, yeah, Darwin Bonk, if it's through USPS, it doesn't go to Indy. Man, there is some weird stuff going on with the USPS. That's for sure. So, yeah, I got out bashing. I've had a few bash videos. People have commented like, whoa, good to see the big cars bashing again. Still going to be doing the mini comps. Still love it. Haven't been able to go and won't be able to go this week either. Last week, my son had a piano recital on Thursday. Kind of took precedent over doing the comp. And then this week, I'm excited because I'm going to see Stephen Wilson Jr. in concert over in Detroit. So I wanted to see him in a smaller venue before he starts hitting the bigger tours with Hardy and all that, but super excited. Just his playing style and music and all that is just right up my alley from back in the 90s, early 2000s. Licks, all that kind of guitar stuff that you just don't find in music that much anymore. So excited about that. But so I'll be out of town Thursday, but just for the night. Heading back. So Charlie Shanko says he started a micro comp series in Knoxville, Tennessee. Second one is Saturday. Did I hear you say you're running 6-inch gates? Yes, that's what we run. For 24 scale, we run 6-inch is the narrowest it will be. But it's anywhere, 6 to 7. But we try not to go over that. It's really, and even at 7, there's got to be a really tough thing that's getting you leaning, and or it's just to force a line, and one of them's like kind of over a cliff, but so that in that instance, the actual obstacle itself is so problematic that it's probably point inducing, and you could still hit a gate if you roll off or whatever. But yeah, we do pretty narrow gates. We make our little ones go really, really good without having to do what everybody's cheat is wider for stability, and we just make them stable without it. Um, so the benefit then to us is if we go and comp with people that are running 7-inch gates, it's like a cakewalk. It's so easy because our trucks are so much more narrow than everybody else's that I mean, just give us points. So tracks are not good, very muddy, grass running fine. Okay, Ring of Fire is waiting. I like the Ring of Fire. That is so awesome. I didn't see any planes go through it though. That's when it's really fun, when you get planes flying through, cars jumping through, get it all going. But yeah. So I got some bashers ready. It is a bit muddy in the yard, so I want it to dry a little bit before I get some of my favorites out. Like I'm not gonna run the Low C Super Baja or the Low C Baja Ray, the Heat Wave edition. I'm not gonna get that all caked up with mud and have to clean it and do all that. So I'll wait till it dries up to run that. But I'll run the Mojave. I'll run these Team Corrales. I'll run my other Armas and stuff like that with some mud and not care about it. But the nicer, the more scale ones, I'm gonna hold on until it dries up a bit. But so yeah, like he's saying, stuff's just muddy. But it's been good. I know Pablo's got some good stuff to talk about with their comp that's going on, with his daughter and all that. So we're gonna wait till he gets in here to talk about that and some cool stuff that people did for them. So that's something worth waiting around for to hear, and hopefully he'll be jumping in here the next 10 minutes or so. But we'll see. There's been some interesting new stuff. We talked last week about that FMS monster truck, and seeing more from that looks pretty cool. It is 2-wheel drives, independent. It's not, it's not a true monster truck, but they're running cool bodies on them and they're doing monster truck like things, which is pretty cool. What's up, Charlie Shankles? We're doing 7-inch, but making them hard. Respect for 6-inch. We also do 24s and 18s. Yeah. So that's the thing. We run a separate set of gates for 18 scale, and those are wider. But again, same thing. We make ours stinking hard, but the narrow truck still do so good. It's surprising. Even if I were to run on our 18 scale course, what we do hard for them, if I were to run it with my 6-inch gate truck, my 24 scale, it would still do better. It would score better and just handle better on most of the obstacles anyway. They're insane what the little ones can do when they're really tricked out. It is insane. He's like, I wish I did RC reviews just to play with that new truck, right? He's liking that FMS. Has anyone put an aluminum chassis on the Arma Vendetta or no? I don't know. I haven't seen anybody do that. But I honestly would think that if they did, they would be doing speed stuff. They probably changed quite a bit out at that point. Potato Cam, I saw it. It's not getting better. When Pablo comes on, I'll probably actually jump off for a second and actually go try resetting our whole network, which will take probably 5 minutes to do. But it'll probably handle better if I do that. What does the new FMS monster truck look like? It looks like a Stampede, basically, with an old school truck body on it. And they had a couple of them that were licensed bodies First Blood, I think, was one of them, and then what was the other one? FMS Monster Truck 110. What was the other one? Oh, High Roller. That was it. High Roller, First Blood, and then generic Ford F100. Everybody's saying it. High Roller, High Roller. Yeah. So they're doing the. Well, I guess I can just show it. We talked about it last week, but I've got it here. I can share it. This one here. That's not it. That was the wrong screen I chose. There. Looks like this. Here's the High Roller. First Blood. I feel like the top is just a little bit out of its shape. Not terrible, but just feels a little off. Just could be the angles of the picture. I haven't seen pricing on them yet, but I haven't really seen a whole lot else. But I don't think they're going to be terribly expensive, honestly. Because what does a 2-wheel drive Stampede go for? $250. So they're not brushless, I don't believe. They're going to be brushed. Would be my guess. So probably not much. But what have you guys seen? Anything new and cool that's catching your eye? I haven't gotten to watch the Scale News update yet. I'm probably going to watch it after this. Usually after I'm done on here, it's tough for me to go to sleep. Because I'm like right now I'm wiped. I work 12 hours right before jumping on here. So I'd actually texted Pablo and said, "Hey, I'm running late. I'm just getting home." And yeah, long day, and just got home, ran up here, started this. But in order to just have the energy to get through this, because really I would just want to go to sleep, but I'll wake myself up enough that I I won't be able to fall asleep when I do get off, and I'll end up I'll be tired, like I won't want to keep talking. I'll tell Pablo, "Hey, I'll catch you later," or whatever. But then in my unwinding, I have to just sit and unwind because I get stuck. What's up, JMRCs? More Gorgon money. That's probably close. I'm gonna guess there. I would hope the 200 range, but I don't know. I do not. 230, 200. Ed says, "Hey, got a second Venge chassis build going. Thanks for letting us know about Brandon's stuff. Amazing. It really is amazing stuff. Really, really amazing stuff." Yeah. I can't wait to get out and run mine again. So I have to I bought new shocks for it that are oil filled shocks. So I'm still gonna take the springs off and everything, but I'm probably gonna put in like a really thick oil, probably like 60 weight to start, see how that feels, maybe go up from there. But I don't want it to be too slow and too stiff. But like in a 110 scale, 60 and it is pretty stiff as it is. So on this little thing, it might be too much. Maybe I'll actually start. I don't know. I'll see. I'll probably just put it in one and see how it does. And then just kind of by hand how it feels before I do all of them and see if it feels like it's going to be too stiff. Have you seen the Voodoo Wizard C2? I'm not sure, comp guy, but I haven't seen the Wizard C2, Voodoo Wizard C2. I do like checking stuff out though. Oh yeah. The partially assembled rollers that they have. I haven't seen one in person. Looks pretty rad though. Aluminum axle, straight axle components, Delrin spur gear, HD steel ring and pinion gears. That looks pretty stout. You guys just see. Why is it not going up there? There. Oof. Now it's taking its time. My slow internet. So here's a look at it all. Partially assembled 1/10 scale roller. Comes with a clear body. Carbon fiber chassis. Pretty sick. So here's a list of everything. 7075 aluminum axles with portal and straight axle components pre-assembled. Quick change system sold separately. Hero HD steel drive shafts, carrier bearing. What? Voodoo 1.9 8-shot aluminum bead locks. Dang, you get some stuff in here. Halo air down foams. Comp spec shocks, pre-assembled. Wow, 37.5% overdrive. Huh. Delrin skid. Aluminum transfer case. Wow. You get quite a bit for the $500 they're asking for it for right now. T-Mot 6 Racing. Getting Toyota vibes, yeah. Jim's Hobbies has his own comp chassis. I haven't seen that yet. Not terrible for 5 bones. Just not sure what the usefulness of the hot swap out portal straight setup is. Yeah, I don't either. That's sold separate though, right? I guess depending on where you're comping with it, if you want to make quick changes between them. Huh. The weight hangers look pretty sweet. Here. Expected ship time. Oh, so this is their introductory pricing. You're going to ship mid to late March. Huh. I had not seen any of this stuff get announced. Pretty slick. Yeah, I saw there's this special edition, but it doesn't look like it's available. When you do the drop down, it's grayed out. Holmes Hobby Motor ESC Special Edition. The Lone Ranger. Is he selling them somewhere? Let's see. a video on it. Okay, here's his video on it. So Gems is showing it off here. We'll see if my internet can handle this. It's not doing super great. It's a cool paint job. Faded skulls in there. I dig that. Does he show the chassis at the end? Or is he just kind of teasing us? Oh, here we go. Lots of clearance. Very cool. Awesome job, Josh. I dig it. I wish there was more of a side angle look, but I like the shock mounting option. So there's no hoops. Everything's laid down at pretty extreme angles, which is going to make it compress pretty easily. It's not going to require a lot of weight to compress the shocks, which I like. I like running mine this way. I like the standoffs he's got for the shocks too to get him off the chassis. Do you know if he made this transmission and everything? Joe at XOK's just dropped a chassis too. So this is made out of G10. Let's see if it's XOK RC. Let's see if this website shows it. Here it is. Executioner. Man. Struggling at the end of the day. Oh, super comp looking. Super compy looking. Wheels, tires, and all look super comped out. Now these wheels in the back look like ones you just pick up on Amazon, the carbon beadlocks. So there's the chassis. So then he's selling cab only with bed. He's got receiver trays and all these little different things. So you're buying in pieces. Skid plates. Says it's for Reef's transmissions. Can't tell what it's made out of. Hardware included. Oh, you got all different ones depending on the screw holes you need. Reef's Deluxe Portal. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks, Psycho 13. Dirk has got a link there. I actually might be able to grab it on here too. Nope. Huh. So he's selling it. He's piecing it out. So the chassis is just rails. So his shock stuff doesn't go very high at all. So it keeps your skid very high in the chassis. So it looks like it's got some 3D printed parts. And that's what it looks like for these, the body mounts and different things. Which for crawling you can really get away with. I like the different colors in the rails that you can get. Sweet setup, Joe. Yeah, look at how high everything is. Whew. That is some clearance there. You go back to this for a second. I'll pull up Instagram. And I'll just pull up Jem's hobbies that way through Instagram because I can't get that link to work on here. Jim's hobbies. There he is. Oh, he's working with Mitch Miner and him came up with it. Okay. Here, we'll show you guys. I got it now. There it is on some jack stands. See, the difference here is this one drops way down for that transmission. It does and doesn't technically, but I mean, compared to what Joe's does, Exo Cage, where he keeps his shock lineup and that skid don't. Let me go to Exo Cage again. We'll have them both. It's always fun to see people do things differently, and different drive styles require different things, but these don't dip down far at all, seemingly from here, or maybe it just stays longer. But that drop from where your shocks are down doesn't seem very big compared with like shocks here down to here. So this is more like a low slung feel. But it seems to be sitting somewhat high here. Even still. Because that's what this looks like. It drops down here. But yeah, so I don't have shock hoops because the chassis itself is up, but your line, anyway from your skid is going to run with the link. So it's more that these are raised up where Exo Cage then would, I guess, in theory, keep his shock mounts lower. I'd like to see his setup. I'd like to see his setup with the with it all together. I guess he's got it here, right? How his shocks are laid. I guess this answers more questions too if we watch the video about the components and everything, how it's all in there. My main thing is just seeing the shock angles and stuff. So he's got them laid down pretty good. It's because of the way that his rails don't go down, but his skid plate seems to drop down. So there's a couple holes where it mounts in, but it seems to drop in low based on where everything is. So he's not dropping and going straight across with his skid plate. He's really got this molded skid plate. Where'd that go? Where'd the skid plate go? Maybe there was more here. Chassis skid plate. So yeah, you can see where it bolts up here, but then this all drops down. So that's how that works out. So where in this one, the chassis itself cuts down to hold your skid plate, with his, the skid plate bolts on up here, and then the plastic part all seems to tuck down. And that's how the shock angles seem about the same between the two, even though this chassis itself, go back into this chassis, look at the drop off on this, but these are straight. These aren't dropping more. So on the other one, like the chassis would have been here, but not, then his whole cradle to hold the ESC and all that drops below and is 3D printed. Still doesn't seem to be dropped that much, but there's definitely a drop with this. Based on where it bolts onto the chassis, which is here, all this is below that, and then even more here, right? So that's a pretty good amount of height of that clearance that I thought was going to be weird with his rails being so straight. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. What's everybody else saying? Okay. What's up, Brian Kochner? Yeah, so you can see where all this mounts and then all this drops below. So that's the bottom of the rail, and this clicks in from what I can tell. Yeah, because it's here. So all that drops below. Cool. And there was that video too. I mean, that was the thing that made it super odd. So based on where the motor sits is down below the actual rails is because that whole center skid is a pretty substantial piece. It's a pretty cool. I kind of dig that design. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Josh, you can print a blank skid plate. Let me go see if I can find that email or that message from you, John Martin. Going in here. Did you you send it the Tony CCXRC on Facebook or CCXRC on, just trying to see where the message might be if you have one and sent it. This is not it. All right, well, I'll be logged into it. Team CCXRC. It's in my messages. See comp crew. I don't see it. John Martin. All right. Well, I don't see it. And it was to Facebook you sent it? I was looking through Messenger. Anyway, it'd be cool to see it a little bit more from the side if we could get that side profile of that chassis, because even that one that it's showing is kind of from the front. But yeah, I mean, more side in that low. I'd be interested to see. Now I have some chassis that run like that for my minis, and I dig it. Ah, there it is. There it is. So it's got a pretty good angle on it here. We'll show everybody. Just pop through. So yeah, I mean, the other one would have been coming right through here, like it would have stayed tucked low, but then this would have all been plastic to get down to here and hold the motor. Where this is just pretty much a straight skid plate that goes across it, but it's got the whole thing's at an angle on the skid, which is great for your departure angle on it. But then it's just going to be a flat piece with this Lone Ranger one that goes across instead of that big cradle that sticks down. Interesting to see the different takes on how chassis are done. I dig it. I like the little flare here as well. And there's one here in the front. Yeah, it's got some definite drop where Exo Cage was, but it can drop because it's completely flat or even raised in a little for the actual skid plate. But the skid plate itself, on the other one, I guess the nice thing about that is that it tapers on the edges too, instead of you hitting on the carbon fiber and damaging it for one, but also being a little more grippy on those rails. It's all rounded before, instead of being completely flat and boxy is how I guess it makes it if you have your flat rails to your flat skid, where having that curved. So it's just interesting. I could see benefits to both in different scenarios based on how it sits on rocks and how it slides. But yeah, there's definitely a difference in the amount of drop from here to here and that shock to the bottom here in the rails themselves. But it's what's so fun about the crawler scene these days is there's so much innovation going on. Everybody's doing something a little bit different. Yeah, both sides versus flat sliders, right? That's right, racing case. That's exactly it. And how it's going to handle on a rock, whether it's going to teeter and make your truck turn, or if it's going to kind of stay straight as it slides. Andrew Strong, wait a second, Tony. Talk Pablo out of dirt. No, Pablo's coming. I'm coming. Or no, he's coming. Sometime. He must be phone calling it up right now. So I have a G10 chassis. What is it made of? I think this one, did somebody say it was G10 as well? John Martin? And then, I mean, his is carbon fiber for these. But G10 is pretty durable for this kind of a thing. Yeah, G10, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty durable, especially when you get the bracing and everything in them. So, did anything new drop this week that I missed? Again, like I said, I haven't watched Harley's. These have been cool. I have not seen these drop. I know that Mark Santa Maria said he picked up something new that was dropping with Traxxas. I don't know if it's just like new colors on things and he wanted to have them or what. But I have not been able to watch any RC news this week. This week in particular is going to be stupid busy for us. My son's finishing up his driving school stuff, and so he's got classes that I have to get him to. Hey, I heard a blink, a blinkety blink. Oh, doesn't sound like your good mic is on, or if it is, it's hot.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Is it hot?
I might have just had my speaker turned up.
Sorry, it took
I
so
think
long.
that was all. That's all right.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I hear you. Great.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, I just had my speakers turned up really loud.
All right. Sorry I'm late, guys. Whew. Had some tough conversations just now.
Well, these ones aren't going to be tough.
I know.
Although we were just comparing chassis and chassis designs. I don't know if you caught any of it, but
No, I've been.
oh, it says your mic is very hot.
Here, let me see if I can turn it down. That's as low as I got. Too hot? I can move it away. How's that? Better?
I think so. Just picking up a lot of room noise.
Is it?
Is it in the software? Maybe. Yeah, that's muted.
Okay.
So it may be the app itself. Do you have the app in here turned up, cranked up?
Hold on, let me see.
Volumes.
I don't think it lets me do any volume changing.
Oh, are you on an iPad or something or phone?
I'm on my phone. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right.
I'll just move it away. There. How's that? Better?
I turned them down, so I don't know. I don't know the difference between our voices
All right.
level-wise, right?
I see Chong's in the chat. Man, I can't reach his body that he painted for Olivia. It's sick.
Yeah.
It's so sick.
He says he's working on one right now, a short course one.
Oh, for me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That's sweet.
And I was trying to get you out of dirt or something.
Huh?
He says, wait a second, Tony, talk Pablo out of dirt? Question mark. I'm masking his short course and watching this video. I vote all in on dirt.
Oh,
Maybe because I sent you the carpet car.
No, I think he might know that, but I think what I titled the talk me off the ledge of going all in. I think that's what I titled
Okay.
Put in the description.
I'm not the one. He's saying for everybody to talk. It's not me.
Man, this is a crazy camera angle. I'm like, how close do I have to be?
Hero shot, right?
I know, right?
Hey, let me just show you these two chassis just so you can be in the know of what we were just chatting about.
Okay.
We'll jump off it. So XOK has just dropped this.
Ooh, I didn't see that.
See how tight that is between where the mounting points are for the skid plate and the shocks. Not a lot of height difference,
Wow.
right?
Yeah.
So we were kind of commenting on that between that and something like this, right? Which is kind of like what you did almost. Yours, the one you did for 24 scale, had a massive drop off like this, right? And then an angle.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.
One that you had your little bombs cut off. I mean, it may not have been this steep, but
yeah.
So, but then I was noticing that the difference is when you actually click into here and you look, here's his skid plates. Look at how thick those skids are. So it bolts in there to that bottom. Look at the amount of height to there. Right?
Interesting.
So
yeah.
He's lowering it using the skid plate, which is neat in a way because you can offer multiple different clearances based on where you want to put your weight.
Yeah.
Like if you don't mind putting your weight higher, he could create a print that would lift all of that and give that ground clearance.
Right.
Without having to create new rails, right?
Yeah.
By just changing out the skid.
That's pretty rad.
Interesting. And I don't know if that was his intention, but it's kind of what I noticed. Looking at it. And then, if you watch this video, which I'll always pause and skip, because you could see in here when it was all built. That's driving. Try and find it where it's here. Kill this. So from here, shock height down to the bottom here, that's significant.
Yeah.
Because this isn't even showing that furthest apex of that. Because when you saw that video, it kept climbing to that middle piece.
It's way forward too. Like the breakover is going to be way up. Like,
yeah,
it'll be nice. I wonder how it descends.
If it wants to
like unload. Yeah.
I don't know. And that's going to come down to a lot of different factors, but
yeah.
That's pretty. He was working with links that were already on the market because these are Mias ones.
Okay.
So I think that these links are based off of that.
Okay.
Already from something else, but I don't know. It looks pretty rad though when it's all together.
What are they made out of?
Look at that.
That's sick.
Its final is out of carbon fiber. That didn't look like it was. That looked like a print that he was testing.
Yeah.
And prototyping, but there was a carbon fiber one.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, that looks. Yeah, there's the blue carbon fiber in there.
Oh, gotcha.
He's looking at. He has several different. And then this one, let me see if I've got. Oh, shoot. It was Instagram, and then it was Jem's Hobby. So the other one is Jem's Hobby.
Or cats.
So, yeah, that's my feed these days. I can't get away from it. So his is pretty. When you actually see the builds together, they're very similar in their clearance look, which is funny because the chassis don't look like it, right?
No,
but then here's his with the skid.
It looks like
these
that
are
one.
Flat skids, right?
Yeah, it looks like that one will give a lot more dropout with your front end, though.
Yeah.
Right. Depending on how long your wheelbase is, I guess. But
yeah, I think the other one's gonna be close though too, because the other one has it drop the skid like this, but it's all in plastic. Just a different way of doing it.
Well, I mean the front axle dropout, like because the distance for the front axle for the springs, compared to the belly, it seems like you'll get a lot of articulation on that one. Long wheelbase, he says. Looks sick.
Yep. He had another picture somewhere, or he had a video of it on YouTube that we pulled up. Anyway, that's where we're kind of chatting about as far as some new stuff. EXO is working with Mias on stuff, I think. Yeah, that's what it seemed like, because those were Mias links. Maybe Mias made them for him for this, but yeah, the execution and rear links are made by Mias. So I don't know if that's something they just make, and here's the front are Mias as well. I just fitted his to it as far as his design.
I just
custom to it.
I just sent you a monster truck frame on Instagram.
Oh, I saw you commented.
It's pretty sick. I'd be interested to see how it worked on a small chassis like that.
Let me see. I don't know. It's all going to pull up when I hit messages, so I'm going to go back to. Not. Where is my messenger? Why my messages on?
Yeah, the PRP chassis. Movie on. Man, I haven't even had anything to eat yet.
Dude.
I straight up came in, sat down for a minute. Oh wait, I take that back. I think I had some little snack.
I'll just look up. Yeah.
But then I just got on the phone and started talking for an hour and a half. I was like, oh, that went my night.
So is it this this one that I'm showing here?
I can't see it.
You can't see it? Oh, yeah, it's too small for you right now. I know you commented on this MT12.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's the last post. I just sent it to you. It's pinned at the top of his page.
Okay, yeah, here it is. I found it. All right, so let's just go
back.
I
just turned down my gain on the phone. Did that work better? Number 1, number 2.
Okay.
Yeah, that
sent it to. Okay.
That blue one, the blue post is what I'm talking about.
It's in the description. LOL.
Oh, he's talking me off of going all in on dirt.
Oh, gotcha. So here's the chassis design, but there's a picture of it here, right?
Yep.
Oh, this is the LMT one.
Nope. Yeah, that's the LMT one.
That was the LMT one, but here's a kind of similar.
That's the MT12 right there.
Yeah. That makes it a cool cage for it.
Yeah. Look at that.
Oh, that's so good looking.
Right? I saw that.
Does it let you change out the motor and stuff now and transmission?
I thought so.
That's the biggest hindrance is the transmission to motor. That looks sick.
Right? Yeah, I thought it changed the motor on there.
But does that mean that to change the transmissions?
I thought so. When I talked to him, I talked to him a couple months ago about it, and he was talking about that specific problem. It says full faux tube frame racing chassis with HD transmission plates, spinning larger bearings.
Parts though.
It says spinning larger bearings and a new gear configuration for greater selection of 380 and 400 motors at a mod 0.6 pinion. That's what it says on their website.
Okay. Well, that's cool then.
So yeah, it's a whole different transmission.
That was the biggest thing that
adjustable servo on axle mount for 0 bump steer, realistic monster truck 4-link locations, front rear sway bars, shock on axle or shock to axle tuning, remove upper cage and roll bars. The FCR12 also includes stock MT12 body post locations, making MT12 and CR12 body mounting very quick and easy. Battery placement front or rear.
There's Dirk.
Pretty sick. Did I lose your audio?
No. I said that was sick.
I got no audio. Did you hit mute?
No.
What'd you do, Tony?
I think I'm still here.
Can't hear you.
Headphones are probably just dying on you.
Still can't hear you.
Headphones. We hear Tony.
Can everyone hear Tony?
Yeah, they can.
You can hear me. I can't hear you.
Right. I can hear you. Everything on my end is working great. And I don't have potato cam right now. I don't see that little bar that says I'm in potato mode. Like you can tell when you're in potato mode. The little wireless symbol shows up to tell you your internet is junk. So that's cool. Pretty cool mod. I would do an MT12 like that. Pablo and technology. This is fun. Somebody needs to program his VCR for him. We had a time change, and he's probably behind several times now. He doesn't even know what time it is. His watches are wrong. His VCR is just blinking.
Okay, so now I can hear you in my ears.
Yeah, that's where you should hear me.
I know, but
your microphone, I think, switched.
Yeah, it did.
It's cleaner sounding.
Okay, well, we'll go with that.
It's not clicking and all that.
Well, now we're talking on the
headset mic.
Yep. No. Oh, is that what it is?
Isn't that volume thing? Isn't that where your mic is?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. No, that's not it.
It's
I would
right
have thought
here.
that would have been it.
It's right there. It's coming out of the phone.
Well, it sounds decent.
All right, we'll take it. Anyways, yeah, I think that'd be a cool thing.
When are they going to bring back the low CLMC monster truck and not the mini? Well, we're talking about minis right now. We're talking about the MT12.
Yeah.
Which is pretty rad looking when it has a cage like that.
I
have a feeling that this spring we'll be getting the new LMTs.
This spring?
Yeah. So
they ship by Christmas?
I would definitely guess that. That would be. I would guess. So it's March. I would guess by June we should, but it may just coincide with. Who knows? Maybe they'll do it with the World Finals as a big drop. Have you been? So does anybody else watch motocross racing? I'm sure you don't watch Supercross.
Me?
Is that what you do?
What do you mean? Is that what
you watch Supercross?
I watch all where I describe
all the boys riding the motorcycles.
Yeah, I describe myself to a coworker as a motorsports generalist.
Yeah,
we watch all motorsports. I saw
do you watch Supercross on Saturday nights?
No, we're racing.
Peacock?
We're racing.
No, you're racing. I guess that's a cop out. It's a pretty good one.
You know.
Anyway, but a lot of the guys have low C sponsors on their jerseys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know if they have to. If it's like throughout Supercross wide.
Yeah.
Or if it's just certain ones, because it doesn't seem like everybody has it. But there's definitely guys rocking the low C. I'm like, whoa, that's like the low C logo. That's just several weeks ago now, but I don't know why I haven't said anything on here. It's just cool to see when your little hobby is like supporting something big and cool. I mean, I guess Traxxas does it right on drag cars and on whatever, but
yeah, whatever.
On the little jerseys, the bike riders, they've got the low C logo.
I need to find some cool jerseys for the girls team this summer. I don't want to wear t-shirts. I want to wear something better, like a pit shirt or something that looks rad.
Is that insider info, Tony? I have no insider info. I don't even know what's dropped in the last however long. I honestly, I did just hear that there's a new Team Corrali, though.
Is there?
Yeah, there's a new 2-wheel drive buggy.
Oh.
Yep, Basher buggy. Looks pretty rad.
2-wheel drive buggy, huh?
Yep. So I did know that was a new thing, but they messaged me and asked if I'd seen their new thing. I said, no, I'll go look.
This is a new thing. I got 3 new things here. 4 new things here. I do. I have 4 new things here.
4 new things?
1.
Yeah.
New race motor for one of our cars. Look at this wing. Look at this wing. The color of it.
That's cool.
It's pretty rad.
Is that a plastic wing?
Yeah, it's hard. 8 scale buggy.
You paint it?
No, it's
molded that way.
It came this way.
That's sick.
Yeah, yeah.
You choose the colors? Is there multiple options or no?
There's like 3 options, but luckily it's the same color as Olivia's cars.
Right.
So this is for her 8 scale buggy. And then, are you ready for this? It finally came. Now Daddy gets to make his own.
Happy birthday, new job to me. Present.
Yeah. So I was like, I've never had a new kit. Like that's the first new kit I've had for racing ever.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm very excited about that. But the coolest thing is not mine. And this I'm having a hard time like expressing the gratitude. And Olivia was too, of expressing the gratitude. So she had a day on Saturday.
Tell us about it.
She had a day. So
I told people to stick around for this.
okay, so she went out and she told me Sunday or Friday night, she's like, "Hey, I want to get to the track extra early." And I'm like how early? She's like 7 o'clock early. And I want to go and I want to practice as much as I can before the races. And then I want to beat Kyle, was what she said. And I'm like, okay, well, we can make that happen. So we get there, massive practice. She's dialing her car in. She's scrubbing in tires. So she did novice and 21.5. She's double dipping now because you can do that same car, same motor. She scrubbed in some new tires in 21.5 and brought them into the novice race and burnt it down. So before that, we're getting ready for mains, and her program is making sure all the cars are ready, getting everything charged up, all that kind of stuff. And two of the guys come over to me and they're like, "Hey, we got something for you." And they pull this up, and not for me, but for Olivia. They pull this up and they're like, "Hey, we want Olivia to have this." And I was like,
Dang.
I was like,
dude, that is
what?
a legit car right there.
Yeah, so it's an MB48 2.0, so it's an older version, but it is like kitted out. It's ready to go. And I was like, for real? And they hooked us up with like a pit bag, the bump box, like a fuel bottle, like a bunch of stuff. And they're like, hey, she's been working her tail off and supporting the program, like the RCU program, doing RCU and stuff. They're like, it doesn't go unnoticed. We want to help her out. And so they're gonna help her out, figure out all the things when it comes to doing nitro. And she's gonna get out there. And so the other big news is that she won the race. And I'm saying unofficially, but I know deep down she clinched the season championship, season points championship. Nice. I honestly don't know that I've seen a girl win the season points championship yet at Die Hard. And so she might be the first, she might not. I don't know, but she's taking it home, which is freaking awesome. And she earned every single race of it. So right now she has 6 Olivia must be listening up. She goes, "I hear you, by the way," because I see the text coming in. And she did the icon of her eyes really big for the emoji. She goes, "My reaction to the car." Yes. So she's gotten 6 first place finishes out of 8 races, and she clinched it. One of them that wasn't her first place was a second place with the TQ. And the other one was when she got broke that one time when we showed it on here. So she earned it. She's been really driving hard. So now she gets to drive the stadium truck and going into dirt. She's going to be running nitro. We got to get the nitro all fired up so she can go and learn how to do that.
Try driving it, right?
Yeah. So we have a race coming up at the beginning of April, a big race. But we're not going to bring the nitro to that. We're just going to run our e-buggies, and then we're going to run nitro after that. But we're going to watch all the nitro stuff happening. So it's super awesome, dude. Like I couldn't figure out a way to like express how thankful I was. Not only that they like were able to like bless her with something that cool, but just, you know, me as a, or us as a family to be able to like put that in our hands and let her learn with that. And it's also going to be, Dalton's going to learn how to drive it and all that kind of stuff. So
I mean, like a training vehicle in some ways.
yeah, for sure. So I can't wait. So I got to get a couple things that,
crazy.
yeah, I got to get a couple servos. And that's the other thing. I was hoping Harley was going to be in tonight because I wanted to ask him about that new Fly Sky radio. He said he has a video coming out, and I wonder if it's going to be good enough for racing. So, because we got to get her on a better radio for her program now.
I would just move over to the TLR.
Huh?
Maybe it's the buggy you're racing, not the radio. Maybe. Just saying. You should look around.
I saw some comment. Can you scroll? There's a comment about something about
your setup.
I don't remember what it said. Yeah.
You can have your race tech build that B7 Pablo.
I actually told her, I was like, hey, I think I want to build this one. Because I walked her through building the first one, and then she built her own by herself. And it's like, I think I want to build my own now. Sanwa, yeah, see, the thing is, even though all this was given to us, we still have a big mountain to get over because I got to get a radio, 2 servos, fuel, obviously, a headset. Dude, those headsets are stupid expensive. The duplex headsets for like production and stuff like that, they're like $400 for a set of headset. It's just like, so Sanwa's nice. They're just so expensive, and the radios are so expensive. I'd really like if it wasn't gonna be the Fly Sky, the new one, or the Noble, it'd be the RC8X probably. But AirPods, yeah, we tried those. They have too much latency. You'd be surprised talking to someone right next to you. It's like a 2-second, 3-second latency. Doesn't work. Because we tried putting our earbuds in or whatever. Movimon said Horizon has some on sale right now. I didn't know that. I didn't know they sold them. But unless he's talking about the radios.
The radios.
Yeah. That IX, what is that? IXR.
Oh yeah, IX6R, or the one with Android.
Yeah.
Yeah. They basically use like WL Toys number naming convention for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Right?
Hey, how can we make sure nobody remembers the name of our radio?
I know. Well, it's like the Fly Sky. It's like the G11P or whatever. It's like, why don't you just call it like the cheaper than the expensive Fly Sky? I don't know. Yeah, the Fly Sky does look pretty good. Especially
hard enough with the DSMR 7 and whatever. I mean, that was already hard enough. Now with the IX,
I know.
Never.
I know. They should just have names.
Yeah.
Like
the Mac Daddy.
Yeah, exactly. Big Dog.
Yeah.
Whatever. But yeah, so that's the next step, is that we got to get that. Olivia's already like, it looks like I'll be saving my money for gas money. I was like, yeah, you will.
Nitro fuel.
Yep, we're gonna be going through nitro fuel like crazy. New one's on sale for $550.
Yeah, DX5 Pro. That's way easier than the ISM XR7892010.
Yeah. Yeah. My Dalton has a DX5C. I think that's what it is. It's a good radio, but they both need an upgrade. They need I think the other reason why I like the Fly Skies or the Radio Link is because of the radios or the receivers. So much cheaper. You know, it's hard to spend $60 to $100 on a receiver. The new Fly Sky has a dangerous feature. You can test all servos at the same time. Can you say runaway? What? Test them all at the same time. Is it like a Tesla? Does it do the dance to music and stuff too? Like, your car starts like freaking out. That's crazy. See, that's the hard thing. I have a hard time dropping that kind of coin on a radio for a kid, regardless of how good they are. Unless they're pro level or whatever, it's like that's just they're gonna drop it, right? Like I'd rather replace a $200 radio than a $600 radio.
There's a chance they drop it.
Pretty good chance. Pretty good chance. Fly Sky Noble Plus is an awesome radio, super easy to set. I think and he tests it. Oh yeah, Harley's video. I jumped while I was reading that.
Oh, is it out now?
Yeah. So what I saw is on Banggood or one of those. It's like $180 for the radio, which seems pretty good. And says Harley's video should come out tomorrow, and he tests it. I saw RC Driver's video on it, but it wasn't too in depth on it. And there's no, unless you guys can find it, I couldn't find the specs for latency and like how it relate, like if it's comparable to the Noble or not. I know a lot of racing guys run the Noble. What kind of monster truck does Horizon have for sale? I don't know. Didn't they have the TLR kit? DX6 Rugged is on sale for $200. Perfect for kids since it has rubber bumpers. Yeah, I like those, but they don't have the latency that we need for racing. But when Dalton moved up radios, it was like a night and day difference. So I think there's some to that. Yes. So that's the thing. Olivia's using, so Dalton's got a DX5C and Olivia's using the Fly Sky GT5. Like that's it's not a race radio at all. Not a race radio at all. I keep on reaching out to them like, guys, do you want to maybe sponsor this lady that's racing and winning? Be a good look. You got like a purple color on the back of that new radio. Let's go. Crickets. They gave me that response. All of our influences have already been picked and had products sent to them. Thank you for your time. It's like, okay. Noted. That's okay. But yeah, man. Super big weekend. Dalton had a day too. He qualified straight to A main for buggy and then was battling B main for truck. Our truck class is stupid competitive. And he was battling for the bump in B main.
How many people? So if he's in B main, what?
There's D main, I think.
Oh, D main. Okay. So you have like 40 people almost.
I was in C main. I think there's 30 to 40 people in that class. Same with 21.5. 21.5 has D and E main, I think. Not so much E main, but they do have D main. Chong would know. He's in here. He might know. I'm always in the bottom. So I'm pretty sure Truck had, I think Chong beat him to get into A main. Barely. He was battling with him. I think he gave it up. And Olivia has a funny video. So in the first qual, I'm battling with him. He's in the same qual, and we're just like, and I'm just talking to him for like 2 laps. Like, you better catch me. You better catch. I'm talking trash to him. And then buzzer goes off, and we have 1 lap to go, and he's gaining on me hard, and I'm like, I'm not going to give it to you. I'm like, I'm not going to give it to you. And there's a hip jump, and it has a kicker that comes off onto the straightaway. And I hip jump him, and I just slam the door on him to the point that he has to slam on the brakes and he can't get off the booter. And it's like, I didn't take him out, but I slammed the door on him.
Pretty much took him out.
Pretty much.
Brought him to a screeching halt.
So he says Maddie won the 21.5 championship on turf in 2023. Not to discount Olivia, I think I speak for well over the pits that say I've been blown away. Thanks, dude. That's awesome. I'll let Olivia know. I didn't know she won 21.5. That's huge to win 21.5. Now Olivia has another goal for this summer. He's been blown away by how much she's grown in the last couple of years. She's gotten to be pretty fast. I fly I-9. I was an E main 17.5 and C main for truck, he says. Yeah, so Dalton was in B main for truck. That's pretty. For him to get that far up was pretty impressive. Yeah, I saw that. It says low latency, fast response, depending on paired models, but doesn't tell actual numbers. That's where I was like, what does that mean? Like, what's low latency? Like tomorrow? Or
that is, I mean,
it's like when you get an email response in 5 hours versus 24 hours. You're like, yeah, it's low latency. That was quick. So, oh man, I'm still dying to get out and crawl. I haven't done any crawling. Been dying to get out and crawl. Now the weather sucks again.
Really?
Dude, it sucks again.
Our weather's great.
Well, lucky you. Ours sucks.
Why?
It's all rain. Terrified of Olivia's new truck. Dalton's a threat in truck, and he's terrified of Olivia's new truck. They're going to be fast. Is it yesterday versus 2 days from now? Pretty much. Yeah, I'm excited for the kids this summer. I think they're going to have a big summer. This winter time, Olivia took it serious. Dalton was just kind of getting used to the classes this summer. I mean, this winter, because this is his first season in truck and his first season in actual 21.5. And so he was just getting used to it. And I think summertime, when they can actually practice and they're going to get out there. Dude, tires. Did I tell you how many tires I carry now?
No.
32 tires. That only includes
like new or
race tires. That's just one set per car that we drive with one extra set of buggy tires.
Huh.
I'm like, I need a full-on factory.
Because of the different styles of cars and you need a spare for every one?
No, we have 3 buggies and now we're adding a 4th buggy. So 4 times 4 is 16.
Yeah.
We have 3
an extra set for everything.
3 trucks. Right? So that's 12 plus 16, whatever that math is. And then we have Wheeler now. That's another 4. So that's 20 plus 12. That's 32 right there. And then one extra set of tires. 34. No, 36. We carry that many tires to every race. It's kind of ridiculous.
What do you keep them in?
A tote. Like they're all nicely lined up in a tote. And I actually grade the tires. So
how do you have to swap them out? Like every week, getting 32?
No, rear tires probably last 2.5 races.
Okay.
Front tires, they're blowing front tires in a race and a half. Yeah, it's pretty brutal. Truck tires last a long. I've been on the same set of truck tires since December. So truck tires last a while. But the problem is in the summertime, it's going to be hot and the tires are going to melt. Wait till you start nitro. They go through tires twice as fast. I know.
Oh, heavier?
Heavier, yeah, a
More
lot
power.
heavier, more power. Maybe not more power than the e-buggy,
Really?
realistically, but heavier. Yeah, I think e-buggy's faster than nitro. It's got more torque for sure. But yeah, they're definitely heavier. Way heavier. Dude, I can't wait. I don't want to be super corny, but I can't wait to like put up a couple of cameras and film Olivia firing off the nitro for the first time. Like anytime anyone fires off a motor for that first time, it's so awesome, right? Like that. It's just you can't not smile, especially once it's like wow, wow, wow. Like you can't. It's too good. Movie Mod said he used to race SC Mod,
That's what I
and
was
he
just gonna
does
click
not
on.
miss the
Yeah.
tire bill. See,
Gosh.
luckily,
See, I hate buying tires. I hate it.
dude,
Hate
where'd the
spending money
audio
on
go
them.
again? I lost your audio again.
Here. Hello.
What is going on here?
Owen's just jumping around.
Hold on.
So he missed me talking about how I want to get
Now
back.
I got it. Now I got it again.
Hey.
But then I went back to this. Are you talking trash?
No, I said you missed when I was talking about how I wanted to go back to bashing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited about it this year.
Yeah. That I was thinking, I actually just talked about that on the podcast on how I was thinking about how I wanted to go bashing again.
I need to sign up for your podcast so that I listen to podcasts all the time, but it's just the ones that are in my feed, and I haven't put your new one in my feed yet.
Mine's pretty terrible still. It's not great. I've got, you know how many people I got listening?
Well, you're going to have one more.
You're going to put me at 10. I've got 10 listeners, Tony.
How do you keep track?
I don't know how if I get one more, I'm not going to be able to, I don't have enough fingers to keep track of 10. Tony, do you even hate
still going here?
Let's go.
There's not many. I just searched RC podcasts.
Oh, there's like 2, 3. Yours?
RC stuff.
RC stuff, but they don't post very often. How often does Black Turtle post?
Latest episode is 2023.
Yeah.
No Name podcast.
That one's good. Hey, there he is, Harley.
6 days ago.
Hey, tell me about this Fly Sky. Would it be good for a 12-year-old race radio? And would you sell yours after you're done making videos?
RC Underground Radio still has one.
Yeah. Who else? There's another one out there too that I have to listen to. There's the Scale RC show.
This one's all about dirt oval. There's a couple oval racing ones.
I really don't know anything about race radios. Well, is it a good radio or is it not a good radio? Is it quick? Does it have lots of buttons and things to tell it to do?
Will it make him win races? That's what he wants to know.
Like what?
Let's get to it. Is it gonna
in your race radio or in your fancy radio?
2 seconds faster per lap.
What would it be comparable to?
No, I'm helping you out here. 2 seconds faster. He's looking to be.
My daughter just walked down. I lost your audio again. It keeps on kicking me out of audio, and then I just have to go to the next one.
Hey, how'd you like that video I sent you?
Which one?
My son at the store.
Oh, I couldn't listen to it because I was at work. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Well, never mind. It's not.
I saw the video. I saw the video, but I wasn't able to listen to it. So many buttons, lots of programmability. I liked it overall, which is surprising for a Fly Sky. Video comes out tomorrow at 10. Nice.
Can you check your messages while you're on?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the messages for Instagram, what you had sent me. Here. There it is. I couldn't find the little button.
So how much are you willing to sell it for, Harley? You can ping me later. Because I need to get one.
All right, here's yours.
What's mine?
I was trying to download your podcast.
Oh.
I have to follow it.
You don't want to do that.
You know, it feels like what's the swipe? Swipe left, swipe right.
Tinder.
Tinder.
Yeah.
It's like your Tinder version of you. You look like Richard Rawlings. Is that Gas Monkey Garage at the space?
Yeah, it's my cat. It's my catfish version.
You're like, all right, take my photo and make me look like Richard Rawlings.
Make me look good
with tacos flying around.
I have so many of those pictures. I wish my iPad's updating right now. Otherwise, I'd be able to show you. Oh wait, here's some. Here's some.
Yeah.
It looks
so
like
that
me.
looks like a mix between Orange County Choppers and Richard Rawlings.
There's that one. There's that one.
That's the hey, look at my nose and in my mouth shot.
Oh, these are before I put the words on them.
Looks like people posing for Facebook pictures. Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna do my thumbnail for Facebook.
I like how the eyeballs are so bright with the sunglasses on this one.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Those don't look like sunglasses. Those look like the glasses that turn into sunglasses when you go outside.
Yeah.
The transition lens.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
They just don't transition around your eyeballs, apparently.
Andrew says he runs the Noble MB4 121.5 Turf. I think it's supposed to be GP. I run the same radio on all my race cars. Both my son and I have dropped it, and it keeps on going. From what I've read, they're also fairly easy to fix. Rawlings Pablo, Stallone Pablo, Steve-O Pablo. Can't unsee it.
What does it say? I missed that one.
It says Rawlings Pablo, Stallone Pablo, Steve-O Pablo. I can't unsee it.
I like it. What was the guy from Orange County Choppers name? What was
Paul Jr. or Paul Sr.
Paul Sr. Yeah, it was like Paul Sr. meets Richard Rawlings on that one. I liked it. I was looking for, what was I trying to find on here?
I don't know. I'd be the same if I just put my glasses, my sunglasses on.
So I need to be talked off of a ledge.
Uh-oh.
I'm looking at drones again.
Ooh, what kind of drones? Cool drones?
The DJI ones.
Oh, those are cool. Like the Avatar or whatever.
All the ones under 500 milligrams.
Okay, I got one more thing to show you. It was the funniest thing. Smigel.
Oh, I like it.
I was like, it's Smigel. Because he's got
pretty good.
Sorry, if you know, you know.
I wouldn't do a podcast as it. Paul Tuttle.
Yep.
Thank you, Harley. Yeah, so I've been looking. So there's DJI has the minis. You get like their mini 3s and stuff with the good radio for like $5 something.
Yep.
Don't have to register it and do all that junk. I don't want to have to do that. But now they've got those ones that have like the guarded props and all that. They can fly indoors and do a whole bunch of cool stuff with. And then they have that one that you just mentioned, you fly with the joystick and the goggles.
Yeah, that's the Avida, I think.
Where it's more like flying a race quad, but it's
like flying a fighter jet.
Yeah. And they're tiny.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that'd be cool. Here, I wonder what the resolution is like, because they always had good cameras.
It's a 4K one, stabilized.
Here's a DJI
6-mile video transmission range.
That's crazy.
Dang.
I'm looking at it right now too. Yeah, that Avida is the one that I like. That one's sick.
So let me show you the other one. I'll pull it up here. I'll go to like B&H.
Do it. Do it.
I was looking at some on here. It was just easier to see all the different ones. All right. So here's B&H. Let's pick DJI. No, let's pick all of their drones because there's not that many. There's not that many. DJI's pretty much took them all out because nobody can compete.
Nope.
So you got rid of yours, right?
No, I still have mine.
Do you? Okay. I
But
still have a Mavic.
Mine's the big dog. Mine's the boat drone, the Phantom 3 Pro. So I just mean big as in like it's not very like conspicuous.
I have a Mavic and it's been great to me. I got the original one when they first came out and I traveled with it everywhere. Let's put it in Lake Titicaca in Peru. Mm-hmm. I already have one DJI sitting on the bottom of that lake. Almost dropped this one. Got it stuck in a tree in where were we? Panama, the Panama Canal, but southern, not like the border with like Colombia, whatever that jungle area is. That's not a great spot to be. Luckily for me, the village that I got it stuck in, guess what their job was as men?
As men?
Yeah.
What?
They climbed trees to get fruit out of it. They'd climb the trees, they'd scale them and bring down fruit to take to markets. So they climbed up and scaled the tree and shook down, didn't go out to get it, shook it down and fell all the way down. But they got it out for me.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been a lot of places. What you looking at on Marketplace? I don't know. Something, probably from last week. This one, these little Neo drones. Oh no, it wasn't that. It was this flip one, I think. But they had it with I thought they had it with the other remote. It was just intriguing, right? With the guards and all that around it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it just folds up like that and pack it away.
Oh, that's sick. I didn't know it folded up.
Yeah.
I wonder how fast they are.
The only that's my biggest worry is in say strong winds.
Yeah. But if they're
not strapped to it here.
But if they're not big enough to get hit by the wind, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, they'll be affected by it, but you know what I'm saying? Like, if there's not enough mass there, then it should be fine.
Right. But I mean, just these mini pros would probably be fine as well. But the Avata one, definitely. Where's that one? So like the mini, not the 4, but us.
I'm trying to find the video.
I don't think paying full price for a new one is the best bet for me. I'm going potato screen.
Potato screen? What are you talking about?
He's trying.
I did FPV from the inside of a car a couple times years ago during COVID. On our track here at our house, we played RC Sonic. It might still be up on YouTube, but I put a pin on the front of a crawler, and then I put an FPV camera on there, and I blew up a bunch of yellow balloons, and I had the kids drive around the track trying to pop the yellow balloons. That was pretty fun. Dude, I thought I sent you the video of the drone flying over that big dirt track with the cars coming up and getting like zero gravity in front of the drone. Did I send that to you?
I'm sorry, I haven't been able to hear you for like the past 3.
Your internet keeps on dropping. I don't know if it's you or if it's me. I think it's you. Can you still not hear me?
All right. I was just turning off the Wi-Fi and turning back. I actually switched over to my phone for internet, like because I just lost everything here.
Oh, weird.
All right, so it seems like it's back now. I was trying to text my wife. She texted in the middle of it. Everything started pinging, but I'd switched to doing, how you can like do the hotspot with your phone. So I did that to give it a break and try and reconnect to see if I got a different connection this time. So hopefully
it'll work.
Connection. So sorry, what were you saying? I was trying to pull up that Avada thing, and then I disappeared on everything.
That video that I thought I sent it to you. I shared it a while ago from a big dirt race in Florida, where the car's like jumping up, and the drone's chasing it, and it's coming with zero gravity and right in front of them. Oh, so good. I forgot who posted that, but it's so good. That's what I want to do this summer.
Yeah, that's what I would hope you could do something like with this Avada thing.
Mm-hmm. Because that one's fast. I know that.
But look at this with the goggles and the little handle thing for flying. It's $500 off.
$8.99. It's an LMT.
With the goggles, those goggles used to be expensive on their own, man.
Yeah, but can you wear those goggles?
You have to. They're FPV goggles. That's what you'd use for flying this kind of thing.
Well, they have the normal joystick controller too that you put your phone on, or the iPad.
Oh.
I can't wear those goggles.
Well, I mean, when you're doing FPV, so I used to have the Fat Shark ones back in the day. I used to do the race drones.
Yeah. How'd they fit your massive gourd?
They were fine.
Oh, I guess you don't have
really
glasses.
Nice ones. Yeah.
I guess you don't have glasses.
Well, you can adjust them to your eyes.
Not that
you have adjusters, so you don't need glasses. If you have good ones. I had really expensive ones. The Fat Sharks, and you could tune each eyeball to your eye.
I don't know.
Just like you can with a camera, like a still camera. They used to have that little thing that you'd twist and it would focus.
The viewfinder, yeah.
Yeah. So that's basically what you're doing.
Huh.
Yeah, because you can't wear glasses under it. But I mean, those goggles.
Yeah, they're super expensive, fancy.
Yeah. It seemed like a
diopter. Nice. That's what it's called. Diopter.
I don't know which combo this is exactly.
See, I would love to do that and to chase around these cars on the track. That would be fun.
Yeah. Anyway, I've been trying to eyeball stuff, and I have a Mavic I can use. I just don't want to deal with any diopter. Thank you. I miss you saying that because of the break. Yep.
Is there an echo in here?
I just caught what you said. I'm like, he had said some word and I'll break it up. And I read anyway. I need to up my game, but I don't want to deal with the FAA.
You froze again.
Hey.
How many A's are on that? You froze. He's still freezing. Tony must be getting internet from Russia or something.
I guess it doesn't matter because what sucks is Google, the Nest. Here, you entertain. You do the entertaining. Tell everybody about your day. I'm gonna reboot.
he's like, I'm gonna reboot. Well, the funny thing is, we should probably get off of this because total time we've been at an hour and a half. Dropping frames. Yes, that's what he's doing. Kyle, you're late. We talked about Olivia putting the smack down and unofficially clinching. I'm pretty sure it's official. I looked at the points and the race so she gets 2 drops. One drop she had a DNF, but still got like a 90, I think it was. And the second drop, she had a 98 because she TQ'd. So I was like, oof. And I think, I'm not sure, but if I added it up right, she has 6 wins and 8 races. I think. So that means, yeah, because you would have had 2 wins, the 2 that she lost. One when she crashed, and then the last one that you beat her heads up. So yeah, so she had some points, but I think now with this one, she's locked in. She's locked in. But we're ready. We're ready for the next thing. She says she still wants to race the buggy moving on, and like, because I told her the agreement was that she could race the truck in novice and then buggy in 21.5, and she's like, I'm staying at novice. So she's or not that she's staying at novice, but she wants to finish out the season with the buggy in novice, which is cool because we've got a trophy race coming for the expo, and it'd be probably better if she was competitive with the buggy versus the truck. But I'd like to see her in the truck or the wheeler, one of those races, just so she could play around a little bit, or maybe double dip. But truck is a hard class just to jump into. But at least she'll have some practice in the summer, so we'll see. Or maybe we'll throw a 17.5 in her car, and keep the buggy. Just get a monster motor for it. So we'll see what happens. But I think we're starting to shift our focus over to dirt and see when we can start going through our cars. Oh, I hear Tony coming.
Hello.
Are you at Dell now? Hello.
Hello.
You're still dropping frames. It just spun for a second.
Really?
You're there now, though. Your camera looks better. As good as it can look, I guess.
Internet sucks. I hate internet.
Well, I was saying we should probably. You're spinning again. We should probably bounce anyway. It's been an hour 40 minutes. Thumbs up.
Sounds good. Been a long day here too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sweet.
All right.
Well, I will try and get my internets reworked before next Tuesday.
You'll have to add a couple more squirrels.
Yeah.
Tell your kids to pump that water faster.
Just need to turn off everything and reboot, because it's been, even in the house, been sucking. I feel like they phase equipment out so quickly to make you buy new stuff. I feel like every time it happens, it's like, oh, if I buy a new router or modem, hey, it starts working great again.
Dude, I'm the same with my iPad right now. Although my iPad's like the 2019 or the 2020 iPad Pro, it's all filled up and ooh.
I got Google Home, those nice new mesh network stuff.
Yeah.
Worked great the first year I had it. Now it fixed it, and now it's not fixing it. Dude. All right, let's check it out, and then we'll say quick what happened and your phone calls, and then we'll go to bed.
Okay. Peace out.
I'm in Michigan.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Stop.
So it's not